You've seen the vision of Lauren Tomasi, my colleague and friend, who was shot while doing her job covering the situation in Los Angeles yesterday. If you get a chance to speak with Donald Trump in the next 7 days, will you raise that incident? And what were your thoughts when you saw what happened?
Well, I spoke with Lauren this morning, and she's going okay. She's pretty resilient, I've got to say. But that footage was horrific. That was the footage of an Australian journalist doing what journalists do at their very best, which is to go into an environment that's not comfortable, but where in LA it is not unreasonable to think that she would not have been targeted with a rubber bullet. It is not unreasonable to think that she could go about her coverage clearly, as people can see the footage, clearly identified as media. And so we have already raised these issues with the US administration. We don't find it acceptable that it occurred, and we think the role of the media is particularly important.
Is that something you'll raise personally, though, with the President?
Well, discussions I have with the President are discussions between myself and the President. That's the way I deal with people, diplomatically, appropriately and with respect. So I'll leave the discussions with the President till they occur rather than foreshadow them.
You said targeted. Was that how it was raised by the Australian government, that she was seemingly targeted by police?
Well, she was clearly identified. And, you know, there was no ambiguity. She wasn't, you know, wearing a trackie. She was wearing a helmet, and something identified her as media. And, you know, it is not acceptable that a journalist, and I say this here at the National Press Club, from time to time, I will have disagreements with journalists. That won't shock you. Sometimes even with Sky journalists. But, you know, I respect the role that the media play, and people should respect the role that the media play in our modern society.